Before I start this video, I want to talk to you about a tank from World War II. In particular, I'm going to be talking about the Panzer VIII Maus. This tank right here weighs 188 tons, and also has 1,200 horsepower, particularly the V2 variant, and it has a power-to-weight ratio of 6.4 horsepower per ton. My goal in automation is to make a vehicle with an even worse power-to-weight ratio than that, and it still be drivable. The body for today's vehicle is this stretched Hummer H2 looking limousine right here. Not carbon fiber, steel. Steel is what's going to be made of. Lowest possible quality, heaviest possible parts, steel, ladder chassis, front longitudinal. You know what? Now that I think about it, probably either solid leaf or solid coil. Yes, solid coil. And the engine's special. We're gonna put a 10 horsepower engine inside this thing, because why not? We're gonna give it a, whatever drivetrain is the heaviest, to be honest. Okay, dual clutch is the heaviest transmission. Now that I think about it, yeah. Should I switch between, I'm trying to figure out all the differentials are the same weight. Nah, let's do advanced automatic or on demand. Yeah. I'm either gonna do radial race tires or just regular radial, but yeah, all-terrain or utility, something along those lines is probably what I'm thinking of. But all I know, they're gonna be heavy. We're gonna make everything as low quality still, because quality means it's lightweight. Lightweight, it's bad. No, we can't have stuff be lightweight. Let's see how far we can expand these tires out, and oh goodness, this thing is wide. This is like one of the widest cars ever, and yeah, I think it's safe to say those are deep dish tires right there. We need the wheels to be nice and big so we can fit some big, heavy brakes inside of them. Steel, and yes, now that I think about it, I don't want the quality to be minimum, to be honest. I would want it to be minimum, but nah. Carbon ceramic, way too lightweight. Nah, solid disc is where we're going. And you know what? We're definitely going to lower the quality. Make everything significantly heavier. Okay, yeah, probably -5, to be honest. I don't want them to be useless and terrible, because lowering the quality does affect everything. And let's see. Off-road skid tray is the heaviest. There's cooling flaps right there. We're gonna make everything low quality. Nice. And yeah. Oh, maximum interior, everything. Everything is gonna be truly magnificent in the amount of interior there is. Minimum quality possible. Minimum. Absolutely no quality standards. And you know what? Hydraulic ball. That is the heaviest I could find right there. We're going to do probably one of the most advanced or something like that. Yeah, we're going to make our interior super high quality because that makes it, safety, not interior. We're going to make it, I don't know, rear heavy or something like that. They'll probably do nothing because the engine is itty bitty. And this thing right here, yeah, it's having issues. Apparently the engine is severely underpowered. This game really thinks I'm surprised by that. This thing is 10 horsepower. Of course it's underpowered. Now I think about it, I might increase the power. This vehicle, surprisingly, has a 50-50 weight distribution, is almost 31 feet long, or something like that, is 2.5 meters wide, and now that I say that, let's get to the building right now, and right now we're going to put 2 exhaust pipes on the back, because this is a V8, baby! And also, we're going to put a little grill here, because how much air does this engine really need? Not much. We're going to put pop-up headlights, a trailer hitch, we're going to make the tires slightly larger, and now that I think about it, I'm just going to go through some of this thing and just look at what colors I want to paint this. We're going to paint the bottom half the same color as the QO Musso, and the top half black and sturgeon. The wheels are going to be gold, it's of course going to be lifted, and that's not all. We're also going to just go through these settings and make sure everything is just the everest bit heavier. because I want this thing to be heavy. We're gonna get a single seat in the interior, a steering wheel, and you cannot forget about the speedometer, because this is a really useful speedometer, to be honest. And we're, of course, gonna get the driver camera in here, because that's something I've been thinking about. And now, we gotta make these exhaust exit pipes as small as possible. And we are finally done. And now, let's go to BeamNG Drive! I'll tell you the name once we actually see the vehicle. Oh, there it is! Also, this is not slowed down. This is as fast as it goes, to my knowledge. And I will call it the Vanishing Point. I named it after the world's fastest quarter-mile vehicle, which is a 28,000 horsepower rocket car that did a quarter mile in like 3.22 seconds and at a trap speed of 402 miles per hour. Because, why not? Oh my, walking in this game is faster than this thing. And walking is so slow in this game. You know what? I'm gonna give them a head start so I can then race them. Because I will see who's faster, me or the vehicle. Let's go! And, let's see. Yeah, we're definitely faster. And also, I designed this thing to have a worse power-to-weight ratio than the Panzer VIII. And, here's the sheet right here that shows you this thing is worse than the Panzer VIII. That thing right there was ridiculously heavy. The Panzer VIII was. And also, that thing at least had the luxury of having 1,200 horsepower. This thing is 63 to work with, so, yeah, it's absolutely miserable, and there's no kind words I can describe this vehicle with. But I do like the copper on it, like the matte copper, reminds me of the Kyo Muso. But now, let's do a drag race. We're gonna do a singular drag race, because I don't think this thing is, fast enough to do multiple of them without me wanting to pull out my hair, because this thing is definitely not gonna go fast at all. We have our 63 horsepower V8 in this thing, struggling to reach 2 miles per hour. Like, seriously, this thing is so slow. And let's see the brakes, and yeah, the brakes are not very good. And you know what? Hopefully, we can do this. After all, we're racing against the slowest bus in the game right now. So let's get the biggest boost we can. And, oh, yeah, this thing is just... Look at this thing! This is miserable! Like, the whole vehicle took like 10 seconds to pass that line. 10. And, yeah, we are not friendly to the environment, but that's like the least of our concerns. Okay. We're already 25, no, we're like at least, you know what? I'm just gonna wait until we reach the end of that red triangle. Yeah, it took us 33 seconds to get to the end of that. 33 seconds! This is not a normal car right here. No, this thing is designed to be miserable. A truly miserable and awful experience. Like, yeah, Grog TV made the Asma Martin, which looks like an Aston Martin, but in reality has like 10 or 20 horsepower or something like that. That thing took 60 seconds to do a quarter mile. This thing, we're not even close to the end, and it's already been like 60 seconds right now. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be like 4, possibly more minutes. So, let's give this thing another boost, and yeah, hopefully this thing does not take literally forever to do this, and also this is not slowed down for dramatic effect. This is its genuine speed down the drag strip. And yeah, I also tested the 30 horsepower version, which I made a little bit ago. I don't have it in the game anymore, I got rid of it. That version took 49 minutes to go a quarter mile. So yeah, I could have had even less power, but I decided no, I wanted to at least do this within a reasonable amount of time, and we are at almost 2 minutes right now. Almost 2 minutes doing a single drag race. Like, seriously, I'm fairly certain this thing is so slow, they wouldn't even allow it to enter into a drag racing competition. Like, seriously, I could literally walk faster than this thing. You know what? I could probably crawl faster than this thing, and we're going 3 miles per hour. 4, no way. Look at the breakneck speed we're going. Wait a minute. It's increasing. It's increasing! Oh, look at that! Oh, we're at like 6 now. Oh, we're going so fast right now. 7. We're at 7 miles per hour, which is not super fast. 8 miles per hour right now. I could probably run faster than this thing if I tried. But yeah, this thing is stupidly slow. 9 miles per hour. 9. Can we get 10? Yes, we can. 10 miles per hour. I hope that we reach like 12 miles per hour at the very least, because there's this band called We Butter the Bread with Butter that has a song called 20 kilometers per hour, which is about 12.5 miles per hour. And if we reach that, that'll be pretty cool. This vehicle is at least worthy of being mentioned by that song. Like, if the band members of that band are watching this, you should make a music video about this car. It's cool. We did it. 12 miles per hour. 12! Oh my. If I, like, genuinely sprinted, I could probably still go faster than this thing if I, like, sprinted full force. 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes! That is how long that thing took to do a quarter mile. And now, we're just gonna do a top speed run over here, or something like that. I don't even know at this point. We gotta rev it all the way up. This is still the 63 horsepower version, and goodness, we are struggling to move. Like, seriously, this thing just is terrible. It is so miserable. Why? First off, why would anyone even buy a vehicle like this? Because it's clearly useless. Probably can't go up a hill, to be honest, because it's like 24,000 pounds. And, yep. 2 miles per hour looks to be about as fast as it's going right now. And yeah, I'm gonna try and get this thing to at least go a little faster. Like I'm saying about, yeah, the vehicle on the drag strip, it reached over 12 miles per hour. Like, it reached that. Can this thing reach the same speed or not? Or was it just a one-time event? And if it's a one-time event, I'm gonna be kind of sad, to be honest. And even with 63 horsepower, this thing can't go fast, like, at all. It's truly a pathetic vehicle. Like, this vehicle is a pathetic piece of junk that no human should ever be subjected to drive. I find it truly depressing that this footage right here is heavily sped up, and in all this distance we're traveling, we are not gaining speed. How? Oh gosh, we've probably been driving for, I want to say, like, at the very least, like 4.5 minutes, possibly 5, and we have not even gone a quarter of a mile yet. That's because the quarter mile strip gave us that boost. We were able to go fast. This thing, all of a sudden, can't do that anymore. Maybe that was the only time it was allowed to. Maybe God cursed this vehicle to make this vehicle go slow for all of eternity, which, to be honest, is kind of fair, because who in their right mind would like this vehicle? No one. No one likes this vehicle. It's terrible. The idea is just miserable. And now, let's just do a jump test, because I feel like this thing flying, we can finally get it to go fast for once. For once. Oh, and if you're wondering, this is the second generation Jump Arena map. It's made by the same person, and of course we're struggling to go past 2 miles per hour. 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're definitely picking up speed. We're definitely picking up speed. New record. New record. We are finally going like 30 miles per hour. 40. Oh my. Oh. 100, can we reach 100? Yes, we can. We just went 100 miles per hour in a 24-ton vehicle with 63 horsepower. 100. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ow. Ow, 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 my brain. Ah! And now, we're going into the pool where we're gonna die. And, oh, goodness, this thing is terrible. And now we're in the mountain, same as the last video, and this thing right here, we're gonna take it down the mountain and see if this thing can climb a hill, or if it needs to go on a diet. To be fair, this thing absolutely needs to go on a diet. Like the K car with its engine, that vehicle climbs hills good. This, terrible steering, probably the worst brakes I've ever seen in my entire life on any vehicle. So, we're gonna have to restart that. Okay, we're up here now, and this time, we can't go fast. We gotta go slow. We gotta go really, really slow. We gotta be the polar opposite of Sonic the Hedgehog. We gotta be more like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure, like, one of those, like, the Bagger 293. We're gonna need to be like that. Slow and steady, and, oh my, kidding me. This thing is just awful. I cannot stress to you how much I hate this thing. It's miserable. I feel miserable just driving this thing. But hey, I'm gonna do it for you guys because, well, I care about you guys, and I feel like this would be a cool experiment you guys would appreciate. And let's see, can it climb a hill? Oh, of course not. Of course it can't climb a hill. Because why would I think Optimus... Oh, it doesn't even register that we're going in reverse. The gear, the transmission is still in drive, and now it's in reverse. Oh, goodness. Probably the worst possible vehicle to go up a hill in. You know what? Now that I think about it, we're gonna need to drive anything else. Literally anything else. Yes, I'm driving a BeamNG Drive car, probably for like the second time ever. Like, I don't like driving the BeamNG Drive cars. I like driving my own, and okay, this thing handles significantly better than that vehicle. And you know what? Now that I think about it, this is a good place to go. We'll back up some, and you know what? Now we're in a vehicle. We're in neutral right now. 1, 2, okay, we're already at... Oh, we're already going pretty fast, and oh, this thing is terrible at drifting or stopping or anything. But hey, our ground clearance is so high. We passed over those rocks. Nice. Oh, goodness. This thing doesn't have enough torque or power to save its life. It's just stuck there forever. It's probably gonna die. And you know what? This vehicle is not worth saving. I'm sorry. Just let nature eat it and all that. Nature is gonna destroy it anyway. This vehicle is also gonna just fail. So don't even bother saving it. And now, I think we should end this video because I hate this vehicle so much. It is probably the worst thing I've ever built. It's miserable and... Oh. Ow! This is what it's like being in, like, I don't know, a sardine can or something like that, or a barrel. Like, it's like going into an oil drum and then rolling down a hill. It's not a safe idea, but now that I think about it, that would probably be safer than driving this thing, to be honest. Because the brakes on this thing are garbage. Everything about this vehicle is terrible. And, well, we're almost done. All we gotta do is fall into the water, and we can finally rest easy, knowing that the beast, the abomination, is dead. Anyway, that is all.